The word AIDS is a taboo in India. And when we go to ask about any sexual health to our teachers in our school, so generally they ignore it. But in this chapter, the reproductive health, we are going to discuss each and everything in detail so that you can be educated, you can crack NEET, and second, the most important thing, that you can educate your juniors. When you become father or mother, you can share things with your children. So this chapter is very important, and being a biology student, it's your moral duty to educate your society. So let's start the chapter. First of all, we are going to discuss about the reproductive health. So what is reproductive health? What is the definition of reproductive health? So WHO said that this reproductive health doesn't only means that you're capable of doing sexual coitus, right? So rather than this, reproductive health means what? It means the physical, mental, and social fitness. So I can write here that according to the WHO, reproductive health is what? It means a total, it means a total physical, mental, and social be social behavior. Okay. So sir, if I talk about the reproductive health, we understood physical. Physical can be like normal functioning sex organ, yes. But what about mental and social? See, mental means what? If suppose there is a person who is suffering from AIDS and you are making fun of it, then you are not a reproductive healthy person. If you're not able to behave properly in society regarding these matters, then again you are not a reproductive healthy person. So to become a reproductive healthy person, proper functioning of sex organ is there. You should be mentally okay and you should be able to present your feelings in a society in a proper manner. So this means the reproductive health. Clear? Great, sir. Now, in India, if I talk about, so India was one of the first countries who talked about the strategies of reproductive health. So what does these government bodies did? So let's talk about the strategies to achieve reproductive health. Why was it necessary to achieve reproductive health in India? Anyone can answer in the comment section. Why was it necessary? Why the government paid so much attention to the reproductive health during 1951? Like in 1951, India had so many problems, but India understood that reproductive healthy society is very much important. Why? Number one thing is that if you are reproductive healthy, that means if a person is reproductive healthy, that means less death, obviously. If a mother is reproductive healthy, the baby will be like the baby which will be delivered, it will be delivered without any complications. Yes. So to decrease the mortality rate, Indian government was like, we need to improve our sexual health or the reproductive health. Then what? Then to achieve this, Indian government launched one program, and this program was launched in 1951, and this program was named as Family Program. This program was known as family planning. Okay. Now, after few years, this name of the program, which is family planning, the name was changed to reproductive and child health care. The name was changed into reproductive health and child care. Okay, RCH. Later, the name was changed to RCH. Okay. Now, sir, we understood that government launched the program, but what did government do to educate people? Yes. सिर्फ प्रोग्राम लॉन्च करने से तो कुछ नहीं हो जाएगा. वी हैव टू डू समथिंग सो दैट द गवर्नमेंट or so that the members of the society or the normal person can understand what actually they have to do and what actually they have to follow to be a reproductive healthy person. So government said that like the working of this program was, number one thing, at that time Instagram was not there, Facebook was not there. The things which were there was what? It was audio visual communication, video communication, like television, radio, right? So first of all, the government decided to promote their campaigns, to promote their ads through the television, through the radios. Okay, so creating awareness, government planned that we should create awareness. Awareness on what, sir? Like what? See, so there are so many things the government had to give the knowledge to the people. Number one is that use of condoms to prevent sexually transmitted disease. Like at that time, there was some time like people used to have fear using the condom. Like the males has this kind of feeling that if we use condom, then maybe we can lose our fertility. So these kind of myths were there. So to remove these kinds of myths, the government was planning to create awareness, and these awareness can be created by using what? These awareness can be created by using televisions, yes or no? And major one more thing was there at that time period, which was the print media, yes or no? Print media. Clear? So the government was planning to create awareness through these means. Okay, sir. Now what? The best thing the Indian government did is that introduction to sex education. Introduction to sex education. Sex education. Now, why this is introduced? There might be some feeling like why these chapters is being taught to the students which are present in 8th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade. Why? Because this is the time period when the students or the teenagers reach the puberty, and this is the correct time where they should be educated. If they know everything, there will be no chance of any thing which they are doing wrong. They can't have unprotected sex. If they know that unprotected sexual coitus can cause these diseases or these complications, so they will be very much aware that okay, we should not do these things, or we should take precautions while doing these things, right? So this is the correct time when the kids or the not kids, I should say, the teenagers should be educated. So this is the best thing which can be done, like introduction to sex education. But in India, we all know that in our schools, the reproductive system chapter is what? It's being skipped by the teachers. So if you are in a school where these chapters are skipped, you should stand and you should ask your teacher politely so that they can educate you about these chapters. Yes or no? Now, what does this did? Introduction to sex education. How it changed our life. Now see, if I talk about, now if I say anything about any myths about the sexual activities, if I say that if someone kisses, a girl can become pregnant. If we say that, now you are gonna laugh. Why? Because now you know the things that kissing cannot cause pregnancy. But there are some students, there are some kids who are very much conceived that if they kissed each other, they can get pregnant. So, to remove all these myths and all these rubbish things, education, sex education was very much necessary. Yes or no? So, the major thing which introduction to sex education did is discouraged myths and misconception and misconception. Yes or no? Misconception. Clear? Great. Next what? Next the government planned to teach them about the sexually transmitted disease. To teach them about sexually transmitted disease, like how they are transmitted. If you think that you can have a sexually transmitted disease, where you have to go, what you have to do, right? All these things the government plan to introduce under this section. Clear? Yes, sir. Now let's move on, and now let's talk about, see, now which person, like these two we done it, we understood that educating the teenagers, introduction of the sex education is fine. In schools they will be educated, but what about those people who are not going to school? Yes, there are some people who have not gone to school. We have to educate them also. So for that, what the government has done, the government prepared some the government plan to educate the marriageable age groups and the fertile couples through the awareness only. In that, what in that government planned to teach the proper use of condoms. Yes or no? So educating fertile couples, fertile couples, educating fertile couples and marriageable age groups, educating fertile couples and marriageable age groups, educating fertile couples and marriageable age groups. So sir, at this point of time, how we should educate them? See, so at this point of time, the most important thing for these persons are, if suppose they don't want to have a baby but they want to have sexual coitus and they don't know that the pregnancy can be prevented. So at this point of time, what we can do, sir? Introduction of condoms. Yes or no? So we can say use of condoms can be taught, right? And we can also uh, say that these condoms are just not there to prevent the unwanted pregnancy. Rather, it is for your safety also, that it is going to prevent the sexual transmitted disease and prevention of sexual transmitted disease. Yes or no? Clear, sir. Now what? If suppose these couples wants to get pregnant, and next step will be what? The importance of breastfeeding. Yes or no? Yes. You might have heard so many ads. I don't know, you might have heard or what not. But during the some like 2010, 2009, 2011, 12, we had lots and lots of ads saying that माँ का पहला पीला गाढ़ा दूध है ज़रूरी kind of thing. There was a ad where a grandmother comes and she asks that I will I will I want to taste child the honey, but then a doctor came. So these kinds of campaigns were done by the government to make them understand about the importance of the first milk. So importance of what is the antibody which is present in the first milk of mother. Let me know in the comment section. So importance of breastfeeding, right? Obviously na, you don't have to teach importance of breastfeeding and all those things to these people, like class 10th, class 9th, class 11th, class 12th. They don't require. The person who requires is what? The person who requires these things is the fertile couples or marriageable age groups, right? Now what? Now equal opportunity to male and female child. This was a very big problem in India. Equal opportunity for male and female child. Yes or no? Male and female child. Clear? Obviously, like if you see some of the cases, like in nowadays also some of the families are like oh, you have 2 daughters, 3 daughters, you don't have any son, what these daughters are gonna go do? They are just going to marry, they are going to just live their life, and you will be all alone. So these were the thoughts which were present in the mindset of the people, and these thoughts were very important to be removed. Nowadays whether be it a girl or a boy, both of them can do anything. Yes or no? So, but at that time, the boys were considered as superior and the girls were considered as inferior. This mindset has to be removed so that the equal sex ratio to be maintained in India. So yes, now the government is very much successful, but still there are some places where female feticides are there, and I hope that we are going to change this. This is our next generation, we are the next generation, and we have to change it. We always says na कि अरे सर हम क्या कर सकते, what we can do. The thing is that we only can do, because we are going to be the next generation and we should be educated so that we can change the world. Don't wait for anyone to do the changes. You should be the one who can make the changes. Yes or no? Okay, so equal opportunities for male and female child should be given. Next, what next in this case only, like this program only, what was it? Awareness about sexual abuse. Yes or no? Awareness about sexual abuse. This is also very, very important. Awareness about sexual abuse. What is sexual abuse, sir? Sometimes we people don't know that, oh, was this sexual abuse or not? If you see, or if you ask a person, like if you ask a kid, he doesn't know what is sexual abuse. Might be a person maybe touching his private parts, or might be a person is there who is kissing on some inappropriate part. So these things are what? These things a child doesn't know how to express, how to say it to the persons, how to express these things to other persons so that he or she can get help. So that's why nowadays you might have heard that kindergarten sections have introduced a curriculum in which they have good touch and bad touch. If they are being educated, so they can easily say to their teachers, they can easily say to their parents that I was touched in bad area, I was touched in inappropriate area, right? So unless and until we don't educate, we don't make them aware that this is wrong, how they are going to know, right? So awareness of sexual abuse was very important. For example, we have rapes and other sex crimes and other sex crimes should not be hidden, should not be hidden, and the persons should complain to the respective authorities. Yes. So nowadays, like if you see in earlier days, women were like, where can I go, to whom I should complain? The people will be like, you are the one, because of you the rape has been done. So these things were there in the mindset of the woman. But now when the sexual awareness about the sexual abuse is done, now the women know that, okay, if I have faced this thing, I can go to this person, I can go to the police station, I can go to some NGO and try to get help from them. Earlier, it's nothing, like they don't even know what to do after this, right? And again, we are the next generations, so we should make sure that India should be rape free. I'm not saying that you go and talk with a rapist and say that you don't have to rape. No. You should be the person, you should take a pledge that you will never ever going to do the sexual abuse thing to anyone in your whole life. You should take the pledge. If you have taken the pledge, and like you, so many youth, so many teenagers has taken the pledge, the females in our country will feel very, very safe. Now, let's move on and let's talk about the development of strong infrastructure. What is this? Why do we need infrastructure? So see, let's suppose a couple got pregnant, okay? let's suppose a couple got pregnant, and it is the happiest thing that a couple can have. Yes or no? One second, I'll write the development. I'm not able to write the spelling of development. Oh my god, it's development. Okay. So development of strong infrastructure. Development of strong infrastructure. Now, why it is needed? So, see, there are times you might have heard that the person, the pregnant lady, is being carried in motorcycle to the hospital, or the pregnant lady died just because she cannot reach towards the hospital. The pregnant lady has to give birth in this particular area in the open road or something like that, just because in their area there was no proper kind of infrastructure. So if the infrastructure is good, then what? Then sir, equipments will be there, beds will be there, facilities will be there, right? So under this scheme, government also plan to develop a proper infrastructure. And here the infrastructure doesn't mean that buildings only. You make the building and don't provide the doctors. Who is going to operate the walls? No. So we need what? We need professionals also. So in this case, the government also decided to need of professionals expertise for delivery, professionals for delivery of a child. It's not like that na ki we and I can go and deliver a child. No, doctors are needed, and doctors will do the delivery of a child. And if suppose a person needs the cesarean, so in that case also the doctor is required. Okay, now what, sir? Now development of strong infrastructure also give us the opportunity to research. So this was also promoting the research work as well. How, sir? If the equipments are there, if everything is available, a person can do the research, and he or she can make something, or publish a thesis, or publish whatever which can help in the benefit of the human. So if the infrastructure is developed, research will also boost. Yes or no? So techniques, one second, research and new techniques can also be developed. New techniques can also be developed. Clear? So these are the points which government did to what? To under the family planning, or I can say the under the reproductive health and child care unit. Okay, clear, sir. Now what? You can read the NCRT. You can pause the video and read the NCRT till this thing. Everything is clear in the front page and the second page, and then we are going to move towards the next page. Okay, yes. And under this only, like the infrastructure is developed, some institutes were developed. So there was an institute which is known as CDRI. What is it, CDRI, sir? Central Drug Research Institute. What's the full form? I'll write here, Central Drug Research Institute. Research Institute. Where it is present? It is present in Lucknow. Where it is present, sir? It's present in Lucknow. What it did? In this, the scientists made the very first non-steroidal contraceptive pills, which is known as Saheli. So they developed what? They developed Saheli. They developed a drug which is Saheli. What was about this? What was the I should say the plus point for this Saheli? So it has what? It has minimum side effects, minimum or no side effects, or no side effects. What was it? It was a contraceptive pills. What was contraceptive pills? Contraceptive pills are those pills if a couple doesn't wants to keep the baby, or a couple who wants to, sorry, a couple who doesn't wants to become pregnant, these contraceptive pills can be used by those couples. So Saheli was what? Saheli is contraceptive pill. Okay, it is a type of contraceptive pills. Clear to everyone? Yes or no? Any doubts? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section, everyone. Contraceptive pills. Clear? No doubts to no one? Great. Great. I'm very happy now. If you have any kinds of doubt, let me know in the comment section. This video is being premiered and I am sitting with you in the comment section. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's move on and let's talk about some other things, which is result of RCH. So we discussed so many things about the RCH, what happened, like what they have done, what the government has done and all those things. But what was the result? So let's discuss the result of RCH. The result of RCH is basically what? If you improve the quality of life, okay, like if you have the why I am getting blood. Yes, if you have the good infrastructure, if you have some of the things like proper professional doctors are there and they are taking the care of the pregnant mother and the baby, so what is going to happen? The thing which is going to happen is basically what? It is the decrease in infant mortality rate. Yes or no? The number of newborn death of newborn will be less, so this is going to decrease our infant mortality rate. Yes or no? And in the similar manner, it is also going to decrease the MMR. So what is this MMR? MMR is what? It is the maternal mortality rate. So बच्चों की और प्रेग्नेंट जो माँ थी उनके मरने की रेट को इसने कम किया. Right? Yes or no? Clear, sir? So government was very happy that this thing is going on. We are kind of decreasing the infant mortality rate and the maternal mortality rate. Yes or no? Yes, sir. But the major thing what happened here is that during this thing, the population boosted. Obviously, if the persons are not dying, population will boost. Yes or no? So what happened that these things, like the proper development of all those things had what? It improved the quality of life. It improved the quality of life. And when the quality of life is improved, then the world's population took a peak. The world's population took a peak. See, if I talk about the year 1990, so in the year 1990, the world population was 2 billion. The world population was 2 billion. How much? 2 billion, sir. The world population was 2 billion, okay? And in 2000, what happened? In 2000, the world population became 6 billion. The world population became 6 billion. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? The amount of live births we had, the amount of person we had. So just within 10 years, the world population skyrocketed to 6 billion. Okay. 6 billion. Clear to everyone? Any doubts still here? Any doubts still here? Let me know in the comment section. In case of any doubts, let me know in the comment section. No doubts? Okay, great. Now what, sir? Now we have, let's talk about the India. This was the about world. India का भी देख ले कि India का क्या हाल था. So see, if I talk about India, so in India 1947, the population was 350 million, just 350 million. What was the population? Just 350 million, okay? In 1947, the population was 350 million. Let me write here. In India, in 1947, the population was what? The population was 350 million. Clear? Okay, sir. Now what? Now, in 2000, in 2000, what happened? The population skyrocketed to 1 billion, to 1 billion, to 1 billion. Yes. So there is also what? There was also a very heavy jump on the number of organisms in India as well. Clear? Why? Because of the successfulness of the RCH. Okay, so got it. This much we have got. But this increased another concern. If there will be more number of organisms, more number of people, let's suppose that I have a small room right here, okay? And 2 teachers and 3 teachers are taking class simultaneously. Will that be very smooth? No. This room is designed to have one person at a time. The studio has been designed to have one person at a time. So just imagine if the population of the world is increasing day by day. So we will fight for very basic things. We will fight for food, we will fight for clothes, we will fight for shelter. So government has to come with some other plans also to control the population. It was fine that RCH is successful, everyone was happy, government was happy, mother, daughter, son, parents, everyone was happy. But this created another concern. So and in this chapter we don't have to discuss about the population and all, so we will discuss it afterwards. Now next what, let's discuss about some measures. थोड़ा सा हम बात कर लेते हैं measures of population growth. थोड़ा सा हम बात करेंगे, very little bit, measures of population growth. Now what government has said? Government said that it's fine, that I am very happy that you are able to produce baby and you are healthy and fine. But the thing which you have to keep in your mind is that don't produce too much babies. See, if I just randomly come to your house and if we will say that you don't need to produce 2 babies, and then the person will be like, who are you to say me this? Yes or no? So government has to think very creative ideas to educate the persons about this thing, right? Yes or no? So what measures were taken? You might have listened about some ads which says hum do hamare do. Yes or no? Hum do hamare do. So these types of campaigns were done by the government. Hum do hamare do. Yes or no? Next what? Government also said that at that time, I am talking about that time. So government discussed that the marriageable age groups for the females should be 18 years. For the females, the marriageable age groups should be 18 years. And for the males, what? For the males, the marriageable age groups at that point was 21 years. Okay. At that time was 21 years. Clear? I think in new NCERT, like the data might be changed. You just cross verify it once after the class. Okay. Chalo. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubts still here? Any doubts still here? कोई भी थोड़ी सी भी doubt है? Let me know in the comment section. I am sitting with you in the comment section. Okay, don't worry. I am able to see who are watching the premiere or not. I am just recording these videos because I had some internet issues and these internet issues will be resolved very soon. So don't worry, live classes will be there. Maybe from 26th we can have our live classes. Okay, clear? So don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere. I am here with you only. Now let's move on. Let's talk about the introduction to contraceptives. So as of now, like when we are in class 8th and class 9th and when we are kids, so we just know one thing about the condom, right? And it was kind of a very bad thing for us, like, oh, see, what is this condom? Oh, why do we use it? I won't use it. We won't use it, right? That. But nowadays, what? Now we understand what is the importance of these contraceptive devices. And not only condom is the contraceptive devices, we have lots and lots of other contraceptive devices. And according to our personal favoritism or according to our personal need, we can use those different types of contraceptive methods. Okay. So let us understand the contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods. See, contraceptive methods can be of two types. How, sir? Yes, obviously it can be of two types. So let me show you how it can be of two types. Number one is that temporary, and the other one is the permanent. The first one is the temporary and the other one is permanent. Okay, clear? So why temporary, why permanent, sir? Let's suppose that there is a couple who has produced as many as babies they want, maybe 2, 3, 1, whatever. Now they have decided that they don't want any other babies. Stop. So, okay, so they will go where? They will go with the permanent solutions. Okay, yes or no? Clear? So let this arrow be drawn. My iPad is kind of very slow nowadays, right? Okay, done? Written this much? Okay, so the person who doesn't want any babies, now they can use what? They can use permanent methods. They can use permanent methods, yes or no? Yes, sir. But there are some couples who wants a baby, like they have given birth to one baby and now they want the second baby, but they want the sexual coitus also. So what they should do? They should not have sexual coitus? No, they can have the sexual coitus, but they can use other contraceptive methods which are temporary. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Any doubts? Temporary, who is going to use? To delay the first child, like the couple has got married right away, but they don't want to have a baby. They want to have a baby in maybe other 5 years or 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, but right now they don't want a baby. So to delay the first child, delay the first child, first child, or what? Or to delay the second child. They have their first baby, and but they want to delay the time gap of second baby. Yes or no? So now I can write, 1 second. Yes, delay of the first child and is it written? Is this done? Delay of first child. Yes. Okay, chalo. And second thing, what they can use? Second thing, for why they can use the temporary method, gap between first and second child. Yes or no? Gap between first and second child. Clear? Gap between first and second child. For this they can use. Okay. Now permanent one, what? They don't want any other babies. Permanent means what? They don't want any other babies. Clear? So let's write here. Permanent is basically what? They don't want any other babies. Okay. 1 second. When no more child is required. ये तंग आ गए कपल, सारे बच्चे नालायक निकल गए मेरे, बंद करो अब नहीं बच्चा करना. So ऐसे कपल्स क्या करेंगे? ऐसे कपल्स परमानेंट मेथड्स को यूज करेंगे. When no more babies are needed. Clear? Any doubts anywhere? No, sir. Now let's talk about the permanent method and the temporary method. Okay, great. So sir, now if I talk about the permanent method, the permanent method is permanent because they can't be reversed. एक बार हो गया तो पीछे नहीं जा सकते. एक बार किसी ने परमानेंट मेथड करा के आ गए, फिर तुम डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे, डॉक्टर साहब गलती हो गई हमसे, कैन यू मेक मी फर्टाइल अगेन? एंड डॉक्टर विल बी लाइक, आई एम सो सॉरी, वी कांट डू एनीथिंग. सो इफ यू वांट टू हैव अ परमानेंट मेथड, सोच लो, समझ लो, एंड देन यू कैन हैव द परमानेंट मेथड, राइट? ऐसे डायरेक्टली जाके नहीं, आज तो हम परमानेंट ट्यूबेक्टॉमी वेसेक्टॉमी करा के ही आएंगे, नहीं. वो क्या है? एक परमानेंट मेथड है, वो कभी भी रिवर्स नहीं हो सकता. सो आई कैन से दैट टेम्पररी मेथड इज रिवर्सेबल. इसको रिवर्स किया जा सकता है, रिवर्सेबल. एंड बट व्हाट इज नॉट रिवर्सेबल सर? The thing which is not reversible is the temporary method. Clear? Okay. Sorry, permanent method. Permanent method is not reversible. Any doubts anywhere? Any doubts anywhere to anyone? No doubts? Great. Now let's move forward. So first of all, let us talk about the temporary method. Temporary method. What is this temporary method, sir? In this, we will use chemicals. What we can use? We can use chemicals. We can use chemicals. Okay. Okay. What kind of chemicals, sir? The chemicals made up of KMNO4, ZnSO4, ZnSO4, or what we can use boric acid, or what we can use citric acid. Okay, citric acid. These things can be used. Clear? Okay. Now what? How they are used? How they are used and where they are used? So they come used as foams or jellies. Used as foams and tablets. For example, we have what? We have today. The name of the product is today. And we have one more thing, which is what? Which is creams and jellies. Okay. We have one more thing, which is creams and jellies. Creams and jellies. So creams and jellies are what? Creams and jellies. For example of creams and jellies is NIN 76. The example for creams and jellies is NIN 76. Okay. What is it? NIN 76. Clear to everyone? Any doubts anywhere? Any doubts anywhere to anyone? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any kinds of doubt, let me know in the comment section as fast as you can. No doubts? Sure, you don't have any doubts? Should I move forward? Okay, great. Great. Now, what other things can be done? Other things we have, the chemical methods we have done, where to apply to, we can apply it to the vagina. Okay. Now, this much we have completed. Now, I want you all to revise all these things, and in the next session, I will be taking another class on the topics like the barrier method and the other topics like IOD, IOCD, and in that class we are going to complete the reproductive health chapter. Okay, so till then, bye bye everyone, see you, take care.